But if you're impatient, say, let's get on with it, time element comes in. Of course, obviously. So please, let's look at this sensitively. Not say, you're right, I'm wrong, and so on, but sensitively, let's approach this question. Has thought introduced into the psychological realm the whole idea of time? Or, in the very nature of the psyche, time is? First of all, psychologically, thought, which is part of the psyche, thought has introduced time. I am this, I will be that. I am angry, I will get over it. I am not successful, but I will be. All that movement is time. The distance covered from what I am to what I shall be. The space between me as I am and as I will be. So time is what is the space to be covered to achieve that. So the whole process of that is time. I do not know myself. I must learn about myself, educate myself. The same thing is operating as in the world of skill. I'm going to learn about myself, which admits time. Right? So we are asking, time is a factor of thought. Thought is the response of experience, knowledge, memory stored up in the brain. And that memory response, which is thought. This is obvious fact. If you had no experience, no knowledge, you'd be a state of amnesia, or whatever you like to call it. But because we have accumulated great deal of knowledge, psychologically, and that is stored up in the brain as memory and thought. So this whole process of accumulating knowledge about oneself, learning about oneself, and gradually building information about oneself, all that implies time. That is psychological time and time by the day and by the watch. Chronological time and psychological time. Again, that is a fact. Now, apart from that is the psyche inherent in the psyche, this element of time, that is being and becoming, right? I'm only putting it in different ways. Is there inherent in me, which is the psyche, this question of time at all? Please don't jump to a conclusion. That is, in me, there is a timeless state. I'm not saying that at all. That's the old tradition. We are not saying that. We're just asking, is the me free of time? Right? Obviously not. The me my family, my nation, my character, my capacity, my loneliness, my despair, my whole travail in existence is me. The me that's going to die. The me that lives. Going to the office, laboratory, factory, whatever you are doing. And all that is the activity of thought, including the me. The me is my form, my name, the image I have about myself if I have one, the things I've done, the things I want to do, etc., etc. All that is me, which is my consciousness. That the content of that consciousness is put there by thought, which is time. Right? So there is psychological time, which is the movement of thought, fear, pleasure, pain, suffering, joy, so-called love, all that is the movement of thought. Thought being memory, space, time, the achievement of it. Now we are saying, please bear with me, we are saying that the psychological time is the factor of conflict and sorrow. That's the questioner says. Why do you say that? As we've been pointing out during the talks, that thought is the root of fear. Thought is the root of pleasure. I have had pleasure yesterday, remembrance, and the desire to continue tomorrow. That is the movement of thought. And sorrow. Sorrow, as we said, is the essence of isolation. Sorrow is the outcome of self-centered, egotistic activity. We're only putting it differently. So thought is responsible for this. And thought is time itself. Of course. So is it possible to be free of psychological time? Because that divides. And where there is division, there must be conflict, like the Jew and the Arab, like the capitalist and the totalitarian, division between me and another, with my wife and the husband, and so on, so on. Wherever there is division, there must be conflict. That is law. It's not my law, it's there. So, thought, time, space, psychologically is the source of conflict and sorrow. After examining it, is it possible for thought, please listen to me, for thought to realize its own place, which is in the world of technique, and has no place psychologically? Please don't reject it, just look at it. Psychologically, time exists when I have an image about myself and you tread on that image. That brings wound, that hurts. That is the element of time. Now, if I have no image about myself, it's finished. Is that possible? Living in this world, married and all the rest of it.